Hey everyone, welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip, and today I've got a match for you on Upwards, and it is I planned that. Anyway, it is on Upwards. It is the first playoff match between two steel red teams. We have the Pros of Con and Stooge. Over on right and left in blue is the Pros of Cons. We have Muse as Soldier. Hutch is Scout. Buddy, we're gonna call him Buddy, is Engineer. Chrissy is Medic. Ziantha is Pyro. For the King is Demo. Pigeon is Sniper. Stabbing makes me something is Spy, and Selfish is Heavy. Over on the right in red on Stooge, we have 101 is Soldier. Cthulhu is going to be Spy. Maverick is Sniper. Sar is Engineer. Corned Ick is Medic. Nyuk Nyuk is Pyro. Attica is Scout. Fast Shot is Demo, and Dashi is Heavy. So let's get started. We'll watch this guy's rollout. It is Czar. So, running the Jag, and of course we are here in Upward, so that means both of these teams made it to the playoffs. Congratulations. They both had records of 3 and 5, so not super stellar seasons, but they were, all you have to do is get your foot in the door in the playoffs, and be able to continue winning and get hot then, and that's all that matters. That is the beauty of the playoffs, as the rest of the season doesn't really matter once the playoff starts. But we're watching Stooge. Somebody took his ammo. Who took his ammo? Oh man, I am so mad for Stooge, or for Czar right now. I'm gonna call them all Stooge, aren't I? That's alright. That's what you get when you tag up first. Somebody's birthday. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it was, and this match happened like a month ago, so a little bit late there. But Czar is building in a very interesting position right here. I don't like it because a Demo Man can easily spam pills over here, and because this is on a slanted hill, the pills will all roll down towards it. If you have a pyro or something with you to help reflect pills and stickies, that would be a different story, but it looks like he's kind of on his own right here, and he's very far away from his dispenser, so I don't think this is going to last very long. But it is a different position, and I always love seeing new things in Upward, because Upward is one of those matches that is so often played in Highlander. You don't see a lot of new things ever, it seems like. So Dashi, the Heavy going down for red with a nice headshot from Pigeon. So no Heavy for defensive team right now. Blue is bringing out their medic already. Chrissy is out here ready to go, ready with this irregular Uber, I'm pretty sure, yes. Standing in that corner, watching her back. Oh man, before the King goes down, Maverick taking out the Demo Man right there. So no Demo for the Sentry attack. And oh my goodness, there goes the Heavy. So these Heavy classes are just dying for the offensive team. And with that, Chrissy's gonna get out of here. She's like, yeah, there's nobody here anymore for me to Uber. So the cart is pretty close right now, but that was pushed by those light classes just getting in there and then dying. But we'll see. Maybe Maverick can't get another shot off here real quick. But so far, red team doing a great job on defense, defending this point and taking down those classes that can be jerks. Speaking of those classes, here they come with the Uber. Blue is popped, but the red Uber's popped on the Pyro, so some nice reflecting action going forth. Sentry gun did, however, go down. But Czar stayed alive, so wherever he is, there he is. He'll be able to get a sentry gun up. Looks like he's going to go for exact same spot, which Muse was totally in on that, and so I would suggest falling back at this point for Czar, but Czar, no, takes a rocket to the face, and down he goes. So as far as that hold for red, which was actually pretty good after those initial strong picks, it has kind of crumbled here, and Cthulhu, it looks like to be the only one left here at first, and we'll see. We'll follow his cam to see if he can't get any big picks, because at this time the rest of his team is just falling back, or at least respawning at second, which is a very important position to hold. I mean, all of these positions are hard to hold, or important to hold. First is probably the hardest to hold for more than a minute or so. The second position you can definitely do for more than that time. Stooge or Cthulhu? I knew I'm gonna call him just Stooge. Doing a good job staying alive, runs into a Heavy. Oh, gets the Heavy pick! Nice job right there. So his death was not in vain. Not able to get Chrissy, but that's okay. Well, I mean, it's You want to get the medic in that situation when the medic is over 60% Uber and you know it. But taking down the Heavy for the time being is alright. I mean, that means they're going to have to wait a little bit longer to push. But and of course, those seconds add up on payload. Stopwatch. So we'll see, though. Chrissy goes down. Maverick gets a headshot on her, and she drops. Oh, my goodness. Maverick going huge right now. Need to get on that cam. As where is Maverick that he's in such good positioning to... I hate doing this. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, so we're on the Maverick cam. Where is he? He's on this little porch and just looking out his front door, seeing Alaska, but also seeing lots of big fat heads ready for the shooting. Hopefully you get the Alaska joke. Oh, but stabbing makes me hot. Oh man, that's a nice name. Gets the pick. So as once the sniper was spotted out, blue team did a good job adapting to that, and the pros of cons were able to take out that huge threat. Now to Stooges. Is they Team Stooge or the Stooges? I don't know. Regardless, I'm just gonna call them Stooges. Putting up an okay defense right here. I mean, they're doing everything right. They just need to wait for Blue's push here. Pyro needs to be reflected a little bit more. There's Spy in on the medic. Forced pop. Huge play right there. The pop is forced, and that's so unfortunate for Red. Maybe could have been avoided with a little bit better communication or more spy checking, but regardless, looks like our medic, Corned Ick, probably did the right thing right there. Oh, and then goes down anyway. He goes down anyway. Poor Corned Ick. Oh, man. And the sentry gun, was the sentry gun picked up? Gotta go find Czar. Where did he take the sentry gun away? I was watching the medic the whole time, but it looks like the sentry gun, regardless, it is down. Blue pops are Uber, just wiping out everybody. And a nice push through second right here with a time of 4 minutes, 18 seconds. Not too shabby, about average right now. Oh man, this is where you yell at Scout and be like, no, I know it's boring, but you have to stay on the cart. Scout and Engineer and possibly Sniper need to just stay on that cart and ride it the whole way. ×3 is so important, especially when you're putting forth a time in the very, very beginning, trying to put out a strong time. Oh, Cthulhu trying to get in on the combo again, but this time not so easily done. Corned Ick, it went down again, so Chrissy's going to have a nice Uber advantage here as they push on to third, which is going to be very, very important. I'm going to keep on 101. I don't know if he's planning to contest right here, but he is pretty vulnerable, i.e. very, very hurt. Let's see, though, as Chrissy's still building that Uber, getting pressured by the scout back here, but looks like Attica actually stayed alive, so Heavy is still on the alert for that. For that scout, actually, I don't even know where he went, but there he goes. Oh man, in on Chrissy, but he does go down. There's only 2 up right now for Red. There's no point in even popping the Uber at this point, but Selfish Douche Forcers too. Okay, why not? He will get this Uber as they are pushing in. No pop yet. All is good for the pros of cons there. The pop does go down. I guess he is not going to get the Uber, but he is going to help a little camping right here. He's setting up a tent, making the fire, collecting some tinder for his fire, warming his hands, maybe toast a little s'mores, or toast the marshmallows for some s'mores. But he did lose his medic. So that's an issue right there. You don't want to. You can push forward, you can camp, you can overextend, but don't let your medic die in all of that action. And that is what happened. So Chrissy goes down, buying a little bit of an Uber advantage. I mean, never mind, no Uber advantage as Corned Ick is not charging anymore. For some reason, was not charging for a few seconds right there. So that's actually going to put Chrissy ahead a little bit. But we'll see how that goes. Because as we've seen, both these medics have had a hard time staying alive. Nothing new there. I mean, medics always have a hard time staying alive, but definitely need that in the last push on payload and then the last defense on payload. So both sides need an Uber right here. That is the story of payload, especially payload upward. So Blue just assembling right here outside the corner. No dispenser yet, but so far it doesn't look too shabby. About 90, 100% Uber right here, so we are ready to go. Again, Chrissy did have that Uber advantage somehow, but it doesn't look like they're going to capitalize on it. Probably didn't know because it was such a slight one and such an odd one. So the Ubers are now even. As Blue Uber comes off, popped on the demo. Red is popped in response. We'll see if Blue can't get the sentry gun. It does go down for the King. Takes it out. Oh, some nice air blasting. Sends Dashy into the pit. And there goes the Heavy. That could be significant. Chrissy, meanwhile, was able to back off, so she's still alive. Heavy is just now coming into this action, so Selfish Douche fortress, whatever, it had the heals, getting on the cart. No, he's not going to be able to survive. He does go down. Blue, meanwhile, just trickling one player in by one. Not a good plan right there, and already we have Dashi up alive, so have that heavy and medic right now for the overheals. Not the best push, but it could have been worse. Chrissy stayed alive. That works. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Oh, I get it! Stooges, nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. That's cute. That's also fun to say, so I appreciate the name Nyuk Nyuk Nyuk. Although I just may call you Nyuk Nyuk. Maybe just Nyuk. It's hard to say after a while. But regardless, Chrissy goes down, because I was talking about Nyuk Nyuks, whatever those are. So no med for blue, significant uber advantage for red. We'll see if the Stooges decide to take advantage of this and push out with it, or just hold it. I mean, it's to the point where these medics are being pressured so much, and so being so pressured is the word I was going for, but that they really can't afford to hold on to Ubers. That's what I was going to say, and advise red team, like they could hear me in the past, to push. And indeed, they do push a little bit, not taking a lot of ground right there. Maybe could have done a little bit more with the heavy pushing up, but Corned Ick goes down, so no medic is going to be enough to stop that aggression from the Stooges. Stabbing makes me hot. How are you feeling? He's not hot. Well, he did get a stab in there, so maybe he is. I don't know. I feel gross about talking about that. Anyway, Chrissy will have this uber advantage. Let's get on the... Oh, but she's being pressured by the Spy right now, and Spy does go down. But still alive somewhere. So, oh, look how cute she looks. Oh, snap, she has to pop, taking a lot of damage as a soldier came up from behind. So the pop goes off. We'll see if they can get anything, but the sentry gun is protected behind the crates. Ooh, tricky. We'll talk about that position in a while, so nothing coming off of that pop. Really unfortunate move right there, but excellent aggression from the red soldier 101 who was able to get in there. Yeah, I'm loving what Czar has done here. He's put the sentry gun up here, and he was wrangling it while he was on the cart. So he did take a little damage himself, because it's really hard to avoid yourself when you are wrangling right at yourself. But, I mean, this position, you're not going to be able to get anybody from here to the right. So this is just a primary sentry position to protect the cart, which is, of course, not terrible. But for that, means you need the good defense on other aspects. And we're just seeing Blue Spy get in there, trying to do some chaos. Sentry gun is still being wrangled and going crazy, and only a few up for Blue. They're just now getting these respawns, but a nice hold so far for the Stooges, as the pros of cons having a hard time pushing on to this last point. But don't worry, everybody does. Pretty much everybody. So here's Chrissy with another Uber. Let's see if this one... Oh, she loses for the king. He gets sniped out the window. Oh my goodness, and just pops to finally get somebody to take this Uber, and it's going to be a pyro, and nothing's going to come of this. And then she gets sniped too. Maverick going huge, as he, 24 points. Cthulhu is leading the server actually in points right here, so let's get some... I don't know whose cam I want. I want everybody's cam at once. Chrissy says in chat, no. And yeah, that's pretty much the feeling. That's the feeling of snipes. Did Maverick get that shot? No, it doesn't look like it. But, oh man. Running the Machina is, I believe it's how it's pronounced. Or the Matt China. The Matt China. That's how you say it, right? Yeah. Anyway. Cthulhu, we need to get on his camp, because he's the one been doing lots of work, or so the points say. Thing is with spies is they take forever to do their work, and then they get a lot of points at once, and then they do nothing for a while. So we're in the do nothing for a while position. The cart is not going anywhere. In fact, it is going backwards. So, oh, and hello, he gets caught out. No Cthulhu for you, Cthulhu. I don't know if... Anyway. I feel like I'm saying anyway a lot, but whenever I do, Chrissy has 100% Uber, so we are going to see some action going. Here comes the pop. They're coming in from down ground on the floor. This time, oh! Corned Ick drops, or is really, really close at least. Regardless, it was an excellent positioning right there from the pros of cons, and pros of cons will cap it with a time of 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Ooh, that's a little long. That last push really kind of, I'm trying to think of a classier way to say screwed them over, but that's really the only word or phrase I can think of right now. So yeah, that last push, too many failed pushes, too many, yeah. Oh, anyway, everybody's died. Actually, only 3 people died. 4. I need at least 6. I mean, no. 3 is good. 4 is probably like the most you can use, but I like to have everybody suicide for me, just so they know who's important. It's the engineer that's important, guys. I don't even know what you're trying to say. But yeah, Buddy Big Tits knows what's going on. Putting his sentry in a very good position right here. This way he'll be close to his dispenser, close to his teleporter. He will need some support up here, though, from Pyro, to protect his back, and then also to protect him from rockets and whatnot. But so far it looks like his Pyro is forward pretty far and doing some taunting. Nothing wrong with that. But if your Engie goes down, man, it's all on you. All on you, Zenith. But anyway, so we have the opening moments of the second half of this first round. Remember, they have to beat a time of 12 minutes and 30 seconds, which will not be too bad. Too hard to beat, at least. But that does mean that this defense from the pros of Khan needs to be stellar and without holes. Stooge is, however, being very aggressive. Oh man, stabbing makes me hot. Takes down Corn Ick. Uber dropped. Oh man, he must be so hot right now. Okay, I feel disgusting again after saying that. But now with this Uber dropped, Red could potentially pop theirs just to reset Ubers and keep things even. They're not. Oh, they are. Looks like Chrissy took a little too much damage for her comfort, so she will pop it. Gets an Ubered sandwich, and she and her heavy, no, not going to push forward right there. I think they could have done a little bit more had they taken a little bit more aggressive stance. But as it were, they are falling back, and there goes her heavy too. So selfish douche is down. So this defense for pros of Cons kind of falling apart. Chrissy going down as Dashi is pushing up with his medic as well. Though Corned Ick going down. Look at that. So both meds down. We do still have a little bit of player presence here first, but not for long, especially when Cthulhu is just on a roll. Look at that. Yeah, leading the server. He knows what he's doing, or people are just not watching. It could be a combination of both, which I find out is pretty much the situation with most TF2 things. You're okay, and then somebody's not doing what they need to be doing. Oh, Pigeon taking out Maverick, so that's a good pick. Cthulhu in here behind the scenes, and oh my goodness, somebody alert Buddy Big Tits. Oh, he actually goes for the snipe because there's a pyro around there and he is running that Spicicle. But the sentry gun is still up, being wrangled as Stooge has about 100% Uber. Chrissy is a little bit later with that Uber. What is this heavy doing? Dashi trying to go Rambo, and meanwhile his medic was... Oh, that's why his medic was picked when he jumped down. Oh my goodness. That's a dropped Uber, and that's the second one in this half of this round. Oh, Stooge, gotta tighten the screws, gotta watch out for those assassin classes, because that's what's been getting these picks. So have a nice Uber advantage ready for the pros of Khan. We'll see if they decide to use anything with it. As they could potentially push forward, pop it just as the cart gets near. Maybe just pop it because Cthulhu is on a rampage still. And right now the Uber is finally popped, and it will be used to stop the cart, I would hope. There's the scout. Need to... Yes, no? How is Attica still alive? Finally he goes down right there, but Attica with some crazy ass dodging, able to stay alive for way too long, IMO. But I think scouts are OP, so... Speaking of OP Scout, we have Scout on fire who is still alive too. These scouts Hutch loves. Oh, he finally goes down to the mini sentry, the one thing that can kill scouts, as long as the other things. Alright, so we're seeing Dashi do another of his jumping out of there for no reason moves. This time there is actually no reason because there's no medic near him that got picked or anything. But regardless, this is quite a long hold here on second for the pros of Khan, so looking okay. They're definitely still in the stabbing make me hot. Stabbing makes me hot. Oh man. Oh man. There's just no words. Very few words, and yet somehow I have to fill up the next 8 minutes with talking. Anyway, let's get on one of the assassin cams. Actually, let's get on the Muse cam, because he is pushed up far for doing some work on that poor defenseless Telly. Hopefully one of those rockets doesn't get reflected into his face. He's going for the shotty, but gets taken out by Yuck. And Chrissy, meanwhile, has this Uber ready to go. I'm going to stick on the Selfish Douche Fortress 2 cam. Centrican did go down. Actually, Stooge was there with a direct hit. Oh, and there's Cthulhu again. Nobody can stop this spy. It is absolutely ridiculous how many points and picks he is getting. Not to be outdone, though, we do have Stabby Makes Me Hot, who's been doing some nice work as well. We just didn't have caught as much on camera, I feel like. Dashie, again, pushing up, overextending. I really don't like this. You can't have your heavy abandoning your medic so often. I mean, look what happens. Look what happens. Do you see what you get? Do you see what you get? That's what you get when you abandon your medic. I mean, there's something to be said for suiciding onto the point and trying to get the medic pick or medic drop or medic pop, but you cannot do that at the expense of your own medic. So I get what Dashie's doing there, but if you do that, you have to make sure your medic is protected. Have to. So, that was my impassioned plea. I realized I was a little too dramatic about that. But, you know, the medic for blue did drop. Chrissy's been holding this Uber for a while. I'm surprised, actually, that red did not pop after Corrent Ick went down. But they're just going to keep holding on this. I feel I would be scared about that, especially considering the rampage that Cthulhu's on. But they are still holding, and we'll use it defensively. All right, so according to it going down, Hutch Love. Oh, I get it, like much love, but Hutch Love. I get it. Hutch loves. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, in behind there, he took down the medic, and now he's going for the soldier. Takes out 101. Takes out Czar. Oh, now he's going for the sniper. Can he get this pick? 4K for Hutch loves. Now he's just suicidal, ladies and gentlemen. He does not care about himself. 4K on Highlander is not too shabby for that scout. However, he just kind of gave up at the end. It was just like, let's just do this. I'm just full of bloodlust, I believe, is the phrase. Also, going ham, I'm told by Kinch, is also the phrase. Yes, he definitely went ham there, which I only recently learned the origin of, and I think is very funny. So again, Chrissy not popping after that medic went down, and I think they should be popping. Like, they could have had at least 2 Ubers in this time, and they could have pushed blue back. But I mean, the other thing is they don't really need to. Look where the card is. Look where blue's positioned. Red has a perfect defense going on right now that they just don't really need to be concerned with pushing blue back. There's 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So this hold on second has been forever. Finally, blue gets an Uber, and it comes down. Red will pop on the pyro. Centrican is being wrangled, but so damaged right now. We need to get a sap in there, and it does go down. Stooges will finally take the second point after what seems like an eternity, and they lose their medic. Corn, it goes down to a backstab. Stabby makes him hot. Stabby makes me... Stabby makes... I can't... Oh my god. I think I just said Stabby makes me hot. Anyway, oh man. Why would I point that out that I just said that? Anyway, that's what just happened there. As blue finally able to push forward, Stooges needs to keep this momentum going. They're not looking absolutely great right now. Time steering the cart is probably essential at this point. Even though they still have 5 minutes left, it's the momentum that's really going to win them this match. Red, of course, trying to do everything in their power to stop that momentum. Working on level 2 sentry gun, positioning pretty regular. Can't lose heavy right here. Selfish Dish Tower stays alive, and for the king takes out Nyuk Nyuk and Dashie right there. So nice pick for the demo man. So let's get on this for the king cam. Oh, he spotted that little sentry. What does Czar think he's doing, hiding the sentry in the weeds? Oldest trick in the book. Oldest trick in the book that everybody does, because it's actually a pretty good trick. Oh, but we will continue watching the For the King camera, and I see the stream chat is now talking about me saying Stabby makes me hot. Anyway, I don't know why I keep drawing attention to that. For the king pushing up, but we do have 100% Uber ready, so they need to... I don't know about this. It looks like they want to push forward. Oh my goodness, this is why. Oh, that is the worst thing in the world to see. Oh my goodness. Stabbing. Why do you keep doing things, and why do I have to keep saying your name? Red Spy doing some great work taking down that Uber. Red needs to just pop right here. I'm surprised they haven't learned their lesson from holding on the second point that that they need to just pop their Uber when the opposing medic drops. But Chrissy's still holding on. I'm really nervous for her because, again, Cthulhu is proving himself to be really, really capable. But I guess the... Oh, here we go. Uber was popped. Not sure what forced it there, or if it was forced. But Corned Ick had gone down, so he's just now respawning. Uber's will be about even. Chrissy just doing a great job staying alive, and that's the difference in this game right now. Corned Ick cannot stay alive. Let's get on the stabbing camera. Red. Oh, he just went down right there, so that means he was about to do something interesting, and he was not able to do so. As Attica, the scout that would not die before, trying to push in here. We only have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left for Stooges to take this. Otherwise, the pros of cons will be able to do it. Oh, they do take this third point, but of course it's not the third point that matters. It's all the points at this point. That's a lot of points in one sentence. But there we go. Oh man, the sentry gun is still up, so they're able to take the third point with the sentry gun still up, which is not too strange. Oh man. Let's just assume medics have been backstabbed until proven otherwise. And that is definitely not proven otherwise. So another stab by Cthulhu. These spies. Yeah, looking like Nuck right now is just M1ing all around, and I do not blame him. He's got them over heels. He's just gonna do this. Oh man, trying not to get stabbed and trying not to get taken down by this heavy. We'll see if he can finish him off. Oh, he's eating a sandwich. How dare you? Not in Nuck's house. And not in Fast Shot's house either. Fast Shot helped out with some stickies right there. But don't worry, Nuck. I know you would have had it all by yourself. Anyway, card being pushed is so very close right now. Red team does have a few players up, but they're all very hurt. Chrissy is just respawned. We'll see if she can get those heals up before the king goes down, so no stickies on the cart. Have a little long-range heavy action, but a little close-range scout action. Hutch loves with a nice defense right there as stabbing as well. Getting some defensive points at least. With a minute 16 left, we'll see if Stooges can pull something out of their hat. Maybe Cthulhu can summon some sort of Dark Lord and they can overtake the powers of Red. I don't know, but we will... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Red definitely has their work cut out for them as they will be able to get 100% Uber in this time. Stooge will probably get one too. So it depends on who pops first. Both spies are still at large. No, stabbing goes down, and Cthulhu had just died in response, just taking some damage right now. I gotta stay on the cart because that's where this action is going to happen. There's Cthulhu. Don't worry, he is spotted out, so Chrissy is saved from that. Here comes the Uber. There's pressure on the cart as well as Uber Pyro. We'll see if this Pyro can do anything. Oh, Chrissy's not going to go into the pit today, but with her heavy no, he managed to stay on the field of action. Cart still being pushed. Red is losing players rapidly. Can they get anybody on the cart? That's what's important right here. We do have a... Oh, Engineer falls into the pit, but he does get his level 1 or his mini sentry up there, which can do crazy damage. It is sapped. However, we have spies on the cart. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely chaotic here at the last 4 seconds. If anybody blue can get on here, it's a Pyro. No! Anybody but him with the air blast. No! So close! Oh my god, so close right there. Pros of cons. Pull out the victory somehow for that round. Wow, definitely thought Nuck might have had it at the end right there. But that is the first round, so don't go anywhere. This is just getting started. And we are back with the second round, second half. Possibly depends on who takes this one. Is everybody wearing seal masks? No, just... Stabbing makes me hot, and Chrissy are wearing the seal masks. I think the seal mask... Oh, we also for the king. Okay, so we do have a seal mask theme. I love it. Oh, come on, buddy, big tits. What? You think your creepy eyeball is too cool for the seal mask? Also, this way too cool heavy, apparently. But everyone else has a seal mask. I love that coordination. Alrighty. Well, anyway... we're going to see this build on Buddy Big Tits, which I feel like it's offensive, but it's really fun to say. Just say it out loud right now. Just go ahead, say it. Buddy Big Tits. It's pretty fun to say. Anyway, Yeah, well, we'll deal with the sexism later. So he's building here on the cliff, which is a build I used to do a lot. It is only successful if you have a pyro with a good M2 skill, which we will remain to see about Zenith. I don't remember how I decided to say his name, but regardless, it can easily be pressured here by the cliff. Positioning by red is pretty much in this little track on the tracks right here. Flat ground can easily be spammed by the demo man, but we'll see how it goes. Let's watch out for oh my goodness, stabbing so close to getting a med pick right there, but Stooge caught him out and will take him down. Here comes the blue Uber. They don't know where the sentry gun is, otherwise they would have stayed on the cliff right there. Sentry gun being wrangled, taking a lot of damage, but here comes some air blast and it might actually keep it up alive. It will stay alive, so crazy sentry defense right there from Buddy Big Tits. He's got to get some repairs, though, and we will see the Sukis are continuing to come down, and Pills for the King doing nice defensive work right there. How close is the sentry to die? And it's not smoking, so we are all set. Over here comes the sap. Oh, Buddy Big Tits. Just too much fun to say. Staying alive, though, and looks like this defense is gonna revamp and continue trying for a hold here at first. So I like this. It's very, very aggressive. They also changed up their sentry position from last time, which I like a lot. I think the meta narrative about Upward is too stagnant at times. That it's the best place is on this cliff and that's it, blah, 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 blah. But you saw the first opening push, Uber push from Blue was they were thinking the sentry was in the same position. That put them out of position for where the sentry was actually. If you followed that sentence, you win a prize. You win a gold star and a platinum star. So by moving the sentry position, they confused the team, and just that little thing may have bought them an extra minute. And we'll see. I don't know. Buddy is building up again here. I'm not sure I like that because we do have the medic combo. We have the medic with the direct hit soldier up here. Gonna take 2 stickies and go down right there. So yeah, so that is the sign for Buddy to fall back, and as thus, red team is blue team gonna be pushing the cart, but red is still having this very strong hold here, so I'm actually pretty surprised about this. This hold is already 2 minutes long, which is pretty long for first on Badwater. We're not on Badwater. It's Upward. 2 minutes is kind of long for Badwater too. Or not. No, anyway, we are at Upwater, and so yeah, this first hold going relatively okay. If the problem is you can't have a long hold here on first and then put yourself out of position for a hold on second, because second is so much easier to hold. So we'll see as soon as Buddy goes down again, he needs to fall back, and it looks like he is already out of commission, so I'm guessing he has fallen back. His teleporter's still up, and that's really all you need. Just get your players to the front line, let them do the work, and then just continue building at second. So still this hold on first, absolutely crazy. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. It's of course not impossible. Oh, here comes the Uber. Can red get the Uber up in time? Yes, Chrissy barely does. She will pop to save her life, and she needs to just get out of there. No, screw your demo man. Save yourself, girl. Oh, that could have been dirty as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, so for the King getting a few stickies on there. He had a sticky trap. I guess it was a blind deck because I don't know, because he was retreating with his medic. So that is nice, and did get 2K with that. He does go down as Blue is continuing forward. We're going to watch the Dashi cam, because if you remember last time, Dashi was like crazy Rambo heavy. He did charging all by himself. Didn't even need a medic sometimes. Look who's behind us. Hutch Loves, again, taking out Corn to Ick. Oh, there's your medic's dead body. See, that's why he can't overextend. You think of your medic, and Hutch Loves, again, going crazy. Got to get on his cam, because this scout is loving these flanks, loving the defensive scout position here. That's a 3K already. We'll see if he can match last round's 4K. No, not going to be able to, unless he did before we started watching. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. Hutch Loves, tell us what your secret is. Seeing through the scope right there, Cthulhu takedown for the King. Stabbing makes me hot. Counters with taking down Dashi, so no heavy for offensive team. And this may be a pretty lengthy hold for red if they want it to be. And here comes the Uber. Oh, I forget, stupid snipers, but the Uber is popped. So that's one thing that red team is doing differently this round, is using those Ubers when they get them, unless Chrissy was forced, which case it's still not bad to use it. Sentry gun goes down because that direct hit soldier that nobody is paying attention to, that is 101, it did great work right there, taking out the sentry, then taking out Pigeon as well. Unfortunately for red, nobody was paying attention. Here comes the sentry number 2. We'll see if they can get it up. What is Dashy? What is Dashy doing here? He's just spamming the sentry from so far away that oh, Muse just ran into him while he was on fire and takes him down with the escape plan. That's pretty nice. That's awesome. Maverick snipes Muse out of mid-air. My goodness. Let's watch some Maverick cam, I guess. Well, let's watch some Pigeon cam because we got to him first. And, oh my goodness. Finally able to connect with a fast shot, taking out the Demoman there. Too much patience involved. Way too much patience. Oh, get the treating soldier. Not going to happen. Boom! Yeah. Boom, headshot, I believe. Oh, and then taking out Dashy as well. And then, no, not the sentry gun. No, not the sentry gun. Watch out, Pigeon's on a rampage. Oh, hide your sentry guns. Hide your sentry guns. This man has no pity, and he's going to get backstabbed. But it was a nice round. Oh, he actually got the headshot right there. Oh, Cthulhu didn't get the joy of backstabbing him. Cthulhu actually does go down. And look at this hold. It's another really nice hold on second. Is it a nice hold, or is it just blue team being not able to push? Let's take a look. Finally, Corned Ick is going to get his Uber up. So that's part of it, that Corned Ick, the medic for blue, has not been able to stay alive, has not been able to get these Ubers up because of the likes of stabbing. It makes me hot. Oh, but here is the blue push. We'll see if it can do anything. The sentry gun is gone, but red is doing a great job defending this cart right here, and Zenith is doing some nice air blasting work, but in comes Stooge 101 with that direct hit, getting a ton of kills, cleaning up. 3 up right now for red. They're going to stick around this point, but I say no. 7 minutes for point 2 is really good time if you're on the defensive team. Fall back to third and dig your heels in again for another long, hard hold. But what a hold right there for the pros of Khan. So Stooge is going to have to try to recover. Times 3 in the cart is the only way they're going to be able to salvage this, and they can't fail any of their pushes. We'll stick on the 101 cam, because as we saw, he played a huge part last round, or last push. Oh, he's found the medic. Can he take down Chrissy? He's on that direct hit. He's not going to extend too much and just, oh, no, maybe he is going to get in there. The thing with the escape plan is the other team assumes when you pull it out that you're really, really hurt. So maybe sometimes you can dupe the other team into following you and then put yourself in a position where you have more than half health left and you're really okay. Looks like that's a little bit of what 101 was going for, but not able to pull it off. Meanwhile, Corned Ick went down again. It's getting to the point where the rest of his team is kind of dropping the ball, and I mean really, Muse was totally screwed right there, but For the King gets some stickies in there, and that will stop the pushing of the cart. Let's, alright, so just checking in scores, seeing who's doing work. Dashy going down right there. Let's check on an Attica. Attica's getting some points. I mean, it's so hard scout on defense or an offense if you can't just stay on the cart, and it's been very difficult for him because the defense from Pros of Con have been very, very strong. So that's why I'm not going to watch you, Attica. Not because you're bad, just because it's boring. We'll check on the Corned Ick cam, see if this combo can stay alive and get this Uber up. So close, 10% away from Uber time. Chrissy, of course, has been holding on to hers for a bit, so she will be ready to pop as a counter with the rest of her team. Oh, Spy has been found, so stabbing is down. So that's going to make this significantly easier with no threat of Spy. If they can get their own Spy in there to maybe get a sap, and so far it's not happening, and the sentry gun is still up. Finally, it goes down. Great defense right there from Buddy. However, not a lot of people killed. So blue team has to... No! Oh, wow. So Mew's getting 2K in there. Will stop some of the aggression, but for the most part, red team has fallen back. No, Mew's is still up here. He's going at it with the shotty. No, goes down. Attica takes him out. And blue, of course, getting those respawns so much faster than red. And they will get on the cart and start pushing. Remember, they have a time of 9 minutes and 39 seconds, which is so long. And remember, they're entering the hardest part right here. And okay, sure, okay. Stabbing makes me hot, gets 2K right there. One on Dashy, which, okay. So yeah, they're entering the hardest push of all, which is the last one. And you got to give or take like 5 minutes is a good time on this push. So it's not looking super fantastic for Stooges. We'll see if they can pull something magical off, or if it's going to be a 20-minute upward time, which I have seen. And it's really, really depressing. But that is the game of Payload. We do have Uber popped, forced into it. Chrissy is now going to push forward, but no, not going to overextend. So smart move right there by Chrissy. Pop it when you had got to, but of course that will put them at a disadvantage for Uber. But knowing these assassin classes and what the snipers and spies have been able to do, even if a medic has an Uber, doesn't mean he's going to be able to pop it. He or she will be able to pop it. In comes some stickies. Forces Stooge to Uber right there. Interesting decision to pop. I'm not sure it was, I don't think it was necessary. And it's actually going to put them at a severe Uber disadvantage. They're going to push in here, but Chrissy has 60% health, or 60% Uber, and the sentry gun is at level 3 and up. For the King, getting some nice stickies and pills down there. And even though 101 is spamming the sentry gun, Buddy knows how to use that weapon 2 slot. And that is the Wrangler, of course. So we do have this Uber ready to go for red. Chrissy just kind of hanging back. It doesn't want to overextend, doesn't want to pop this, doesn't want to die too. So she's got her pyro around her for giving her pretty good protection. Corned Ick is now at about 80% though with that Uber. So if the red pops it now, it's very, very bad idea. So they need to fall back and make sure they have this Uber ready to counter the blue Uber that is incoming. But Stooge's medic goes down, stabbing, takes him out. Oh my god, not another spy pick, not another dropped Uber. Oh, so close. At least if it wasn't a drop, it was a agonizing pick. Oh, poor Heavy. Poor Heavy. He just wanted some easy kills, and then he got headshot. Oh, interesting position right here from Stooge's soldier. So while everyone else was dying and being ineffective, looks like 101 has figured out a position that puts him nicely in an area where he can protectedly shoot with the sentry gun. However, when someone gets in your face, it's pretty much done. So we are at a pretty long time right now. It's getting to that point where it's almost assumed that the pros and cons will be able to take it. But, you know, it's definitely not over yet. Okay, stabbing makes me hot. Took out Corned Ick again, so that's going to make it so much harder. All right, that's it. Okay, my hand is off the mouse, so I'm not going to move the camera for a while now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, look what he found. No. Will he get the dispenser? Of course, doing the dispenser will alert people that, oh, medic flew right in front of him, but that was because Muse just took out Corned Ick, which I don't know what that is. So, wow, this is a great defense from the pros of Khan. They have figured this other team out and have been able to put up some really, really tough walls for blue to cross. No small thanks. In fact, it was huge thanks to the work of this guy. Stabbing makes me hot, who's still alive, probably going to burn to death. Yeah, now that he's caught out, he is not too much more alive for very long. Finally goes down. But here goes. So blue feeling a little bit more cocky. Okay, like we know he's really dead, but they lose Dashy right there. Dashy goes down to a headshot, so no Heavy. Oh my goodness, this is just not looking good. We only have 3 minutes and 15 seconds left for blue team to push in here at the end. Otherwise, then time is called, and not capping last on payload is no good. In fact, it is very, very bad. More touch loves as he gets here on the sniper. He knows a spy is around here somewhere. He bumped into Cthulhu. Oh, hey, I see that cloud of smoke or something. So just alerting his... Oh, he's on it. He knows where this spy is going. Finally, Cthulhu has 6 health left. Absolutely ridiculous. But it looks like Cthulhu does finally go down right there to the pyro. Meanwhile, the cart is still very not capped. We do have a blue Uber popped, but red has been sitting on their Uber for a while now, air blasting like crazy, doing a good job as Zenith, and that blue Uber is not going to do anything. Oh, but Sniper gets in on the medic, but doesn't matter. Selfish Douche Fortress 2 is able to protect his med, and they're going to push forward a little. They're feeling a little cocky. They want a little bit more ground. Just got to watch their back. They have their pyro on their medic. Stay with your med, yo, and keep her alive, because let's be honest, if you lose your med in this final aggression right before time runs out, that is probably the stupidest thing you can do. They're going to lose their heavy, which is not very smart. They will get the respawn relatively quick. 15 seconds. Oh man, the wrong respawn way for poor Selfish Douche Fortress 2. But he will get in here in 5 seconds, so it looks like they caught a break on that one. Otherwise, it was a very dangerous move right there. Chrissy goes down because a headshot of the sniper who somehow got in here. He will be challenged and then taken out, but Maverick already did his job. Taking out the medic could be huge, especially that Blue has this 100% Uber, and they will be ready to push. Here comes that push. Sentry Gun is already down. Well, there's a level 1 up again because NGs are awesome, so they need to get the kills. They need to get these frags in order for this Uber to mean anything. Only a minute and 12 left. They may not have enough time to get another one up, especially since Ink just went down. Red and more holding on. Absolutely crazy right here. And I'm sorry, that's not Dashy, that is Douche. Selfish Douche Fortress. Pushing up again, but he just cannot die. 101, again, trying to get this little clever angle, but it doesn't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. Or so I hear, but yeah, if you can't get his team support, him taking down the Sentry Gun means absolutely nothing. And right now, he's just not getting team support. This medic's not staying alive. The picks aren't coming when they need to. And Muse barely survived that one. So we are entering the last 30 seconds. Again, it doesn't matter too much if Blue caps this because they've already kind of sealed their fate with this extremely long 3rd point time. So as we enter the last 15 seconds, it's kind of do or die. They will do anything to get on the cart at this moment, I would think. Here's come the suicide plays. We do have 2 Ubers, so that's cool. But somebody's got to be on that cart. Blue Uber is still on. Red Uber is on the cart as well. So Blue's got to stay on this cart. The Stooges cannot avoid it. Red is also cannot avoid this. What? The Greer are out, and they're punching. Selfish Douche is... interesting decision right there. He did have about 90 health left. He was about to run away, but then ran into somebody else. So there we go. The pros of cons hold on and prevent Stooges from capping all 4 points. And that is a really long time. So we will see what kind of defense Stooges can put up for this extremely long time. And yeah, I apologize about my voice. This is the 2nd game I've been casting today, and I'm also kind of sick still. Again, I don't know. But I think I'm going to do some more casting after this because I have a lot of playoff games to cast, and people have been sending to me, and I feel bad that I can't do them because playoff games are always the most fun because there's something's there, something's riding on it. We will see. I was just trying to fancy camera stuff. Anyway, looking at sentry positioning, I really don't like this from Stooges. It did not last long. Like last round, it did not last long. We saw how a superior sentry position can really help your team hold on first from Buddy Big Tits. So I don't know. I hate disparaging other NGs and their decisions to do things. But I don't like this. I don't feel like it's helping your team at all. But to each his or her own, I guess. Anyway, we're watching as the first roulettes from Blue come out. So far, no medic or anything, so Blue, of course, playing this a little bit safe. They have so much time, so the pros and cons know they don't have to risk anything. Just the engineer and the scout, pretty much. They can be risked all the time, but no need bringing the medic out when there is a really crazy spy on the loose. Speaking of which, crazy spy forces the uber pop on red, so Blue's gonna back up. They don't want to use their pop while the other team has theirs. In comes Blue now, just forcing, now popping, gotta take out this heavy. Finally, Dashy goes down. They have yet to get the sentry gun. Demo is going to come in here and just send some spam over to the sentry gun, and a pill takes it down, just like I was saying earlier. But Selfish Deuce goes down, and then Chrissy went down as well, so that push kind of stopped in its tracks. Pros of cons, not able to continue with the good luck that they're actually afforded. Oh, Pigeon with a nice headshot on 101. So yeah, after that force on Red's pop, Blue really should have had a more aggressive push right there. I think they're just taken off guard and then popped when they didn't need to, because they popped just to take down a heavy, and the heavy was overhealed but not being healed. So, I mean, of course, it's so easy to see all these things when you have this wonderful camera view, and then you can just see everything going on and understand it all, or attempt to understand it all, and be like, oh look, there's a sniper in the distance. But, of course, it's so much harder when you are in on the action, and a lot of action happening here. Not on the cart, though, surprisingly. Blue is trying to push up here. There's still this, level 2 is back up, which I'm actually pretty impressed that he was able to get it back up after it did go down, and there's just a level 1 dispenser. Anyway, we do have the pop from Red to stop the cart. I'm surprised, actually, again, that Red was able to get an Uber, just because there's been so much spam going on that it was impressive that why can't I say his name? Corned Ick. I just want to say like corned beef and hash or something, but I can't. Anyway, that Corned Ink was able to stay alive, so that's always a difference maker. Let's see, Maverick not able to get this pick before the snipe was over, and not able to get the, I don't know what I was trying to say there, not able to get the pick before the Uber was popped, and Blue now pushing forward. Pretty much defensive lines are decimated. Nobody left to defend this, as Blue finally caps the first point. That took a little long, but they do have 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to cap just the third point. So, they're fine, is what they're thinking, I'm sure. Of course, I don't want to appear biased. I would like to see a nice hold here from Red, and maybe go to a third round. Maybe. Third rounds on payload's always so much fun. But we'll see who is able to hold on here. Chrissy went down to backstabs. Cthulhu getting both the medic and the heavy right there. So defense losing out big. We'll see if Blue can capitalize on this. They don't have offense losing out big. Let's see if defense can capitalize on it. There we go. They do have an Uber ready to go, but they don't want to push in with that or anything. Just playing it very safe and cautious right now. I don't know about this. I think with advantage such as that, you should just push in and decimate the lines and then work up your Uber again. Just reset those Ubers and get more space. But we'll see. We will see. Little air soldier battle, and Muse goes down. But 101 did a nice job challenging him in air right there. Let's get on someone's camera and let them decide what we should watch. Let's check out the stabbing. Makes me hot. Camera. He almost jumped right into the fire right there. Nice avoidance. Here comes a push. If he could get up to the sentry gun and sap it in time, that'd be very helpful to his team. Let's see what's going on here. We do have... Oh, he's going to get the medic! Got the medic drop. Oh my goodness. Corned Ink had been holding on to that Uber forever, and with that drop, here comes the push. What a pick right there from the spy extraordinaire. Sentry gun is going to get teleported out of there by virtue of that rescue ranger. Gonna have a spy on the cart as well, who's doing some annoying work, but Cthulhu goes down. Only Corned Ink is up right now. And that's the medic that went down right before the Uber pop. So Corned Ink is in no position to do anything. I mean, sometimes maybe you're like, oh, medic's up, you can get some Uber sauce and then stop the cart. But yeah, that's not going to happen in this situation. Chrissy had her why can't I think of the word heavy today? Chrissy had her heavy pushing forward with the seal mask. So cute. Just so cute. So let's try to get on the heavy cam. Selfish Douche Fortress 2. Which is totally a thing. He's been pretty unselfish, giving a sandwich and falling back with his medic. I can't think of a more inappropriate name, but that's alright. He wants to be called what does he want to be called. So Blue is close to Uber right now. He's got to keep his medic alive for 10% more. 8765. And they don't even need to help push the cart. Their team has got this, and they just want to get in here and decimate any defense that is happening. Start by taking out the demo man. Fast shot, down. Just take out the sniper man. Down. Maverick, down. Anybody else? Spy? Can't quite get the spy, but Cthulhu eventually goes down, and with such a fast cap time, they will beat the 3rd point time, and that will be the win for the Pros of Khan. So, nice game right there. First round, pretty epic, but the Pros of Khan's able to take that momentum and just carry on through and really just stop Stooges in their track. So great defense. This game was won on defense, and that's pretty impressive from these two Steel teams. So congratulations to the Pros of Khan, who will move forward in the winners bracket. Stooges will move forward in the losers bracket, the lower bracket, so they still have a chance to meet in the finals, perhaps. Of course, this game took place a month ago, so maybe something else happened. I don't know. Anyway, guys, there are your final scores. People are leaving, but shout out to Chrissy, who sent this in. And that is about it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.